With the recent release of Security Breach, I think it's time we bring up the most important aspect of the game. Not the open nature, the animatronics that chase, or the lack of a traditional FNAF power system, or the giant size of the game. Oh my god! That's all irrelevant to one thing. How much Glamrock Freddy is absolute boyfriend material, and husband material, and baby daddy material. And there are several factors that Glamrock Freddy has that makes him as appealing of a mate as he is, and today, we're going to be taking a deep dive into those factors. Let's start off with his appearance and general physical traits. When he's first seen in the game, he has a gentle smile on his face. He has bright, kind, passionate eyes. He looks at you with a sense of protection, and you start to feel safe. He has a thick and tall body, ideal for protecting lovers and children. He even catches you when you jump from the vent with his big, strong arms. He is the pinnacle of man. He is the pinnacle of everything you could ever want in a man. He is the cream of the crop. He is the meatiest, cheesiest, sauciest slice of pizza. Next, let's talk about some specific things he does in the game to really show just how he is. In the game, whenever he speaks to you, it's in a very calming voice. He's never, ever aggressive with the way he speaks. It's always soft, gentle, caring. He repeatedly asks you how you are and how you're doing. It's just a genuinely kind thing to do, and it shows how much he really does want you to be okay. It's also something he'd say after sex. Whenever there's an obstacle, he comes up with a plan to get past it. He's intelligent and spontaneous, something most people desire in a partner. He also apologizes several times for not being able to help, which are often things out of his control. The fact that he has no problems with apologizing and willing to admit his wrongdoings is an attractive trait within his character. He's willing to admit when something is wrong with him, or when he's not well, instead of trying to hide it. He's even good with kids, catering to their comfort and showing a love and care for them. He's just so tender. The perfect husband, in my humble opinion. Finally, let's assess some things about his personality that are not stated outright, but are very implied and or obvious. He's clearly kind and considerate, treating people gently and warmly, showing selflessness in his nature. He's helpful, shown in the way that he just wants the best for you and tries his hardest to help you escape. He praises you when you finish a task that he asks you to do, which is... He's understanding, taking the time to listen to your complaints and give you feedback filled with hope and optimism. He's always looking on the bright side, no matter how dire the situation may seem. Because of this, I truly think that he is the ideal lover, in every way, shape, or form. Glamrock Freddy is the finest, sexiest, prime candidate for a beloved. He is a sweetheart through and through, and he will always have my heart. And now, after watching this video, I hope he has yours too.
Way to go, superstar! I knew you could do it.
Okay, quick review of the actual game. Obviously, this game was meant to be a huge departure from the original series, but it felt almost like too much of a departure. For example, Sister Location was meant to be seen as a big departure. However, it still felt like a FNAF game in nature. I feel the mechanics are a bit complicated, but that could be my idiot brain. Having the robots chase you and having to physically run away doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like a FNAF game. I don't mean to sound like an elitist. I'm sorry, I promise. I thought the bit with Roxy and Monty both banging on the doors felt like the most like a FNAF game, so I really liked that part. Also, the game is just not scary at all. But that's not to say I don't like the game. I actually really do. It's very pretty, and the game is really fun. I also like the general vibe of the game. I 100% acknowledge that they probably struggled with Scott's retirement halfway through development and all. Honestly, if Security Breach was its own game separate from FNAF, I'd probably have a higher opinion of it. I mean, I already have a high opinion of it, but it'd be even higher. But that's just me, that's just my opinion. I think it was a good game. They made the best out of a kind of tough situation, and I praise them for that. That was awesome. Thanks y'all for watching. See ya.